Smile. Yes, smile. And now tell me, what is that thing that makes your smile more beautiful? Yes, that are your teeth. So today I am back with another video. Hello students, I am Diksha Mishra, your science teacher. And today we will be dealing with the topic teeth and microbes. Okay, now let's start. Yes, so now we are going to start a topic that is teeth and microbes. Okay, now first of all tell me, does a newborn baby has any teeth? No, a newborn baby has no teeth. But as it grows and it comes to the age of 6 to 8 months, okay, it becomes of 6 to 8 months, some teeth start appearing. Okay, those teeth are known as the milk teeth. Those teeth are known as the milk teeth. And up to 2 years of age, when the child is of 2 years, it has a total of 20 milk teeth. It has a total of 20 milk teeth. Okay, and after some time, at the age of 6 to 8 years, these milk teeth start falling. Okay, these milk teeth start falling, and after that new set of teeth appears. New set of teeth appears, and those teeth are known as permanent teeth. These teeth are known as permanent teeth, and these teeth are with you through the lifetime. Okay, these teeth are with you through the lifetime if you take proper care of them. Okay, the permanent teeth are the set of teeth, the permanent set of teeth that is with you through your lifetime if you take proper care of them. Okay, and once you lose a permanent tooth, you cannot get it back anyhow. Is that clear? Okay, so this was all. A newborn baby has no teeth, and up to 2 years it has 20 milk teeth, and these milk teeth are temporary as they start falling at the age of 6 to 8 years. And after that we get a set of permanent teeth that are 32 in number. There are a total of 32 permanent teeth in an adult. Yes, so our next topic is types of teeth. Now, if you see in the mirror and observe your teeth, are they all of the same shape and size? No. They all are of different shapes and sizes, and as per that they have different functions to do. Okay. Now, on that basis, the teeth are divided into 4 categories. Number 1 is incisors. Number 2 is canines. Number 3 is premolars. And number 4 is molars. So, first of all, we will see what are incisors. Incisors are the front 4 teeth that are present in your mouth. The front 4 teeth. If you count your front 4 teeth, that are the incisors. And that teeth are used for cutting or biting the food. Okay? These teeth are used for cutting or biting the food. Okay, now I have told you that there are 4 in each jaw. There are 4 in each jaw, means 4 in the upper jaw and 4 in the lower jaw. So 4 plus 4 is 8. That means a total of 8 incisors are present in our mouth. A total of 8 incisors are present in our mouth. Okay, now next is the canines. Now canines are the teeth that are used for tearing the food. That are used for tearing the food. If you have to tear a wrapper of any candy or anything, you just use your canines. Okay, so these canines are tearing teeth, and there are 2 in each jaw. Just beside our incisors, there is 1 canine present on each side. Okay, so there are 2 canines in each jaw. That means 2 plus 2. There are 4 total canines present in our mouth. A total of 4 canines is present in our mouth. Okay. Now the next that is present is the premolars. The next is premolars. Now the premolars are the teeth that are present just beside the canines. Okay, the premolars are the teeth that are present just beside the canines, and they are used for cracking the food. Mostly they are used for cracking the food. Okay, premolars are present just beside the canines in each jaw, and they are 8 in numbers. Okay, they are 8 in numbers, like 4 in each jaw. They are 4 in each jaw. Is that clear, class? Canines are 4 in each jaw. That means 4 plus 4, a total of 8 premolars are present. A total of 8 premolars are present in each jaw. Okay. Now, after that, the last one is the molars. Molars are known as the grinding teeth as they help to chew your food finely. They just crush your food finely into smaller particles. So the premolars are known as grinding teeth, and they make the food softer and smaller in size. Okay, so they are known as grinding teeth, and they are 6 in each jaw. Molars are 6 in each jaw, means 6 plus 6, there are 12 molars present in our mouth. There are 12 molars present in our mouth. Okay, now as I have told you earlier, there is a set of 32 permanent teeth. Now just count them. Are they 32? 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 plus 8 is 20, and 20 plus 12 is 32. So here we get all the 32. So a total of 32 permanent teeth is present in our mouth. Clear? So 8 incisors, 4 canines, 8 premolars and 12 molars. All together there are 32 permanent teeth in our mouth. Yes. Now we will study the most important thing, that is the structure of the tooth. The structure of the tooth, how our teeth are made. Okay, how our teeth are made. We will study this structure of tooth in this topic. Okay, so now let's start. First of all, we will deal with the outer surface of our teeth. The outer surface of the teeth, the white part that we see, is the crown. The white part that we see above is the crown. Okay. After that, moving below, the part where our tooth is attached to our gum. The part where tooth is attached to our gum is called the neck. The part that is visible just above the gum is the neck. That part is called the neck. And as we move below, just inside the gum, from where our tooth is joined, that part is called the root. That part is known as the root. So basically the three outer parts of our tooth are crown, the visible part, after that neck, the part from where it is joined to our gum, the part that is just above the gum is the neck, and the part just below, the deepest part are the root. Okay, the deepest part is the root. So crown, neck and root are the three outer parts that are present in our tooth. Okay, now next we will move inside. Now we will move inside, that is the inner part of our tooth. Now crown is covered with a with a material that is known as enamel. That material is known as enamel, which is white in color. The white part that you see is the enamel. Crown is covered with enamel. So this is the first part present in our tooth, that is enamel. Okay. After that, as we move forward, there is the next layer present in our tooth, that is dentine. Okay, it is just below the enamel. Just below the enamel is the layer present dentine. As you can see, this green part, this is the dentine. Okay, this part is known as dentine, and the first part that is visible to us, the white part, is the enamel. Okay, after that comes the most sensitive part of our tooth. After that comes the most sensitive part of our tooth, that is the pulp. Okay, that part is known as the pulp, as it is the most sensitive part because it has all the blood vessels present in it. It has all the blood vessels present in it, and this part is known as pulp. It supplies blood and nutrients to our tooth. Okay, so this part is the most sensitive part, and if you ever feel a toothache, that is due to this pulp. That means this layer of your tooth has some problem, has some infection. That is why you are having a toothache. So this is the most important and the most sensitive part of our tooth, that is the pulp. And our tooth is just joined to our gums. This part is the gum. Okay, so basically these are the important parts of our tooth. The outer parts, if we talk about, are the crown, neck and root. Okay, crown is the visible part, neck is the part just above the gum, and root is the lowermost part of our tooth. Okay, from where it is joined to our jaw. After that, the inner parts, if we talk about, the first part is enamel. The one important thing that I should tell you about enamel is the hardest substance present in our body. It is harder than our bones also. So the hardest substance present in human body is the enamel. Okay. After that, the second layer of tooth is the dentine, that is present just below the enamel. And after that, the most sensitive part of the tooth, this red part, is the pulp, where the blood vessels are present which supply food and nutrient to the tooth. Okay, so this whole is the structure of our tooth. Yes, so now as we have studied the types of teeth, the structure of teeth, now we should learn how should we take care of our teeth so that they are good and healthy throughout our life. Okay, so first of all we need to understand how our tooth decays. Okay, what is a tooth decay? A tooth decay is infection that is caused in your tooth when you eat food and just forget to clean your teeth. Okay, like if you ate something and you didn't just gargle your mouth or just brush your teeth, the particles just stick to your teeth. Okay, they just stick to your teeth, and due to those particles, the microbes, the microorganisms that you call germs, the germs secrete some acid on your teeth. Okay, they secrete some acid on your teeth that causes a cavity in your teeth that are known as tooth cavity. Okay, that causes a cavity, and as it gets more worse, it causes tooth decay and you have toothache, bleeding gums, etc. Okay, so these infections are called the tooth decay. And to just avoid these infections, we have several ways, we have several methods, several precautions that we should take. Like, you should eat less sweets. Sweets can cause tooth decay. Okay, so you should eat less sweets. You should brush your teeth twice daily. One in the morning and the second before going to bed. You should brush your teeth once in the morning and second before going to bed. Next is, you should use the tongue cleaner to clean your mouth properly. Okay, if you have brushed your teeth but you didn't use tongue cleaner, then the germs are present on your tongue, they can pass on to your teeth. Okay, so you should use a tongue cleaner. After that, you should use a dental floss to remove the things stuck between your teeth. You should use the dental floss to remove the impurities, the germs that are stuck between your teeth. And last is, you should follow proper directions of brushing. There are proper directions for brushing. Just read them out and follow them while brushing. Okay, so these are the methods by which you can take good care of teeth. And then also, if any problem persists, you can visit to a dentist. Now, what is a dentist? The doctor that treats your teeth is known as a dentist. Okay, so if any problem occurs, if any problem persists, you should visit to a dentist. So children, this was all of this chapter, tooth and microbes. I hope the chapter is clear to you. Okay, just revise all the points once again and learn them properly. Okay, so just this is the end of this chapter. I hope it is clear to you. Thank you, children.